Hello again, friends. Gosh, I feel like I haven't made a video in like days. I don't know what's going on with but we're back for another. So I like showing up and on a regular basis. I want to do this every day. And so I like sharing all of the information that I have. And I want to do it every day. I want to share what I know with you every day. So I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm here to remind you of what you already know. It's this is not information that you don't innately know, that you don't know in your heart, that you don't know in higher frequency. Like your higher frequency self knows all of this. And when you connect to your heart, or when you stay silent, when you get out of your thoughts and focus within, your higher self frequency will kick in and share your remembrance. So you do know all of this stuff, but I'm just here to remind you. That's all. That's it. So if you're new here, my name's Nicole. And I like to share information on this reality, this the tangible side of this, of the beyond the tangible, which is stepping into awakening when you know more. So let's dive in. As like I was mentioning, um, we were brought up only knowing the tangible. We experience being human. Well, that's the whole human experience, is to taste the foods we taste, to smell, to see, to hear, to experience those senses. And although that is fantastic and that's why we came here, we also came here to find the other part of us, which is the spiritual side of us, the side that science can't quite put their finger on because they need the tangible to create science. And so they're getting there, which is great because the more that's shared like this, the more things can be explained. And the more people who are experiencing their higher self, their unlimitlessness. I feel like I'm making up that word somehow, but so as much as like the people who are experiencing that, the more that science can start catching up to that kind of understanding. So because we've been relying on simply the tangible, all of our five senses, we've kind of blindfolded ourselves, which a lot of people would call putting a veil over your eyes, um, to hide yourself from yourself. It's because it's so subtle. You really have to quiet your mind and quiet and take moments of just slowing down to be able to have this kind of conversation with your higher self. I say conversation, it's really just listening, and then information comes through. And when I mean information, it's not always language, like communication with, hearing a voice. It's not like that. It's way more subtle, and it's more about being exposed to the truth, your truth, and your abilities. Little by little, you figure things out. And it is such a freedom feeling. That's it's a new understanding that you get about you. And the more that you get these nuggets of information, the freer you feel. So it's such a beautiful experience to be human and have all of these human experiences, but it's way, way, way more expanding and fun when you figure out that the energy in you is the one is what's helping you create greater, different, and expansive and fun and playful. We've always had a higher energy guiding us. We've always had help from our higher frequency or higher intelligence guiding us every moment. Ever since I found out that we are more than these bodies, I was just so drawn to learning more. I just was so, I couldn't get enough information because I knew it was freedom. I just knew it was. And it feels so amazing to know how free we all are. So you are free. You're free. And the only reason you don't think you are is because the thoughts that come in and take over, the conversation you're having in your head, that's your higher self, your doesn't communicate with you like that. Those conversations you're having in your head, you can even have like a back and forth. That's your ego. That's not source. That's not your higher self. Your higher self, like how you get information from your higher self, it's like a flash of information. You like it's one of those, it will never be negative thoughts in your head. It'll be positive, fun flash of like, oh, cool, to know what your next thing to do. Conversations you have in your head. That's not a higher frequency and not something that you should be guided by or listening to. That's not the language that your higher self talks to you. Always positive and always like almost aha moments or, oh, how fun. Oh, great. Oh, I should do this. Oh, look what I discovered. They're like flashes of information. It's kind of the reason why, it is the reason why you look at a recipe and you go, how could they have figured that would be good in there? Poof, just like that. Intuition talking to you. That's the conversation and the direction you get from your intuition, your higher self, your high frequency, your from source, higher intelligence, all that. So, if you're having a conversation like you're trying to figure something out in your head, that's not source. That's you trying to figure things out. And the thing is, if you're having that conversation, stop because you're not allowing source to tell you how to do something. You're actually trying to figure something out that you don't need to figure out. That information will come to you, especially if you go and have an understanding of that when you step aside and go, okay, you know what? I don't need to figure that out. Source will for me. So let me just quiet my mind. I remember when I had lost something, those pods to that you put in your luggage when you travel. And months later, I think it was actually a year later, I was looking for these things where I thought that I had left them and thought, why would I, where could I put them? And so I stopped and said, okay, source, where did I put them? And I immediately got a flash of the luggage pocket. And I went, oh my God, that's where I put it. Like, you've had these, you've had these experiences, haven't you? Like, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, not even having to ask, you're going, when you've kind of like calmed down or the information comes to you. That's how Source communicates with you. That's how you get aha moments when you get out of your head and understand that your job is really not to figure anything out. That's exhausting. Your role as a human is to actually connect to your higher self so that it can flash for you to know what to do. And that's why I followed this calling to start this channel. It was the next chapter. It was just the next thing that I was ready for. And I don't know where I'm going with this. I have no idea. I'm just doing it because I'm allowing to create something new with my voice, with my actions, with my feel goodness. These are all high frequency vibrations. And I'm just being called to do this every day. And I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go wherever it goes because it's not my job to know what to do. You just in the moment to know what to do at the moment, but not like tomorrow, not even like in an hour. That's faith and trust in yourself. When you have faith and trust in yourself, you don't have to worry about anything. So the only faith and trust you would have to have is in yourself to keep a high frequency energy, a vibration, because that's when information is delivered to you. Stay neutral, calm. That's why anxiety is like such a separator from your higher self. Using the label again. If you know that you're in anxiety, that we were told, just feel within your body and go, it's okay. There's nothing going on here. I'm not in trouble. Where am I? What am I doing? I'm just sitting here. I'm having an anxiety attack. Breathe. Calm. Nothing is going on. You're sitting here. The only reason you're having a panic attack is that your mind is in fear of something that you were told is wrong with you. And there's nothing wrong with you. We're not broken. We're not broken. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing for you to fix. You just need to step out of the way and connect within your body. It is very challenging to do because we're surrounded in this tangible reality. So there's a balance that has to happen here. It's great to live in the tangibility of this world, but it doesn't work all by itself. You have to include your spiritual side. You have to allow that conversation to happen. The frequency conversation I'm talking about. And then everything flows. Everything feels free and fun and playful. But there's a lot of faith and trust that you learn the more that you discover this, the more that you discover you. Mm. I love deep breathing. It feels freeing. And I love stopping often in the day and just listening to silence, listening to the like a buzzing in your body. It feels alive. You feel alive. There's something so amazing about feeling alive. Even outside, like it's not just that you feel alive, that you feel the cold and you feel alive, but that you don't need outside to confirm that you are alive. I hope I'm explaining. I hope you're getting something from this. And the more I make videos, the more I'll learn. I'll remember how to explain things differently. I'm going to be repeating myself a lot, but in different ways. I'll be explaining things very differently. And maybe things didn't resonate in this video, but maybe the next or the next. Just the way that I explain things, or the more that I talk about it. You'll be like, wait a minute, yeah, you talked about this before. Okay, I'm starting to understand that. And that's all so beneficial. Okay, I don't want to go, but like I feel like I've got more to say, but I think I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm going to leave it there for now. So if you're still here, thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging in, and I hope you got some value from this. All right. Wishing you new understandings, new aha moments from your higher self. All right. We'll see you in the next video. Ciao.